Strode, and welcome to Straightforward. Today we have our Vice President from the United Way, home for good, the one and only Pat Frey.
Thank you.
Pat, you are everywhere. Besides seeing you at the board meeting for the accountability courts, you are at the drug court graduations.
Yes, ma'am.
You are teaching the young ladies how to sew at Girls Inc.
Yes, ma'am.
You even offered to teach me, and I just thought I was too old to learn.
Never too old, never too old.
But that would take special patience to teach a senior citizen how to sew. And then you're on the street. You didn't remember, but I first met you when I worked for the Census Bureau, the partnership team. And then we were the advance party to go and talk to the people that knew where the homeless was.
Correct.
Before the operations people came. And so I've seen you over the years,
Yes, ma'am.
on the ground, in the community, and doing work. Because everybody is not always on the ground. Some people work from their office, but you're actually in the community. And then in your other life, besides being a mom and a grandmama, you are one of our elected officials for the school board.
Yes, ma'am.
And so then you're at school events.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. But your main thing every day
Yes, ma'am.
is, I don't think you sleep, is housing, affordable housing, and homes for
Yes, ma'am.
our citizens.
Yes, ma'am. Homelessness, housing, affordable housing, anything that has to do with housing or the lack thereof in our community, or those who were without housing, falls under our purview. And it is truly a blessing to be able to serve our community and to serve in a way that, like you said, is on the ground.
And it's making a difference. Because, see, I've listened to you in our board meetings for drug court, accountability courts, rather. And you're like, well, why are we talking about it? We need to do something about it. So you are a walk the talk person. Let's don't talk about it. Let's do something about it. And so how long have you been doing this?
I joined the efforts regarding homelessness back in 2013. Myself and Rabbi Beth Schwartz became the first co-chairs of the Continuum of Care here in Muskogee County.
The what?
Continuum of Care.
Continuum of Care.
Right.
Okay.
That's a designation from the Department of Housing and Urban Development for the organization or the committee that oversees efforts regarding homelessness in a certain jurisdiction.
Okay, so that's from the federal level.
That's
is
correct.
Where you actually got involved.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We founded the Continuum of Care with as outsiders. I was at then Columbus Regional.
Okay.
And
I didn't know you worked at Columbus
Yes,
Regional.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And I was the liaison to the United Way and started working on the efforts regarding homelessness. Rabbi Schwartz and I, as I said, became the first chairs of the Continuum of Care, and we started building the structure and the system in which to start addressing some of these issues.
Right.
So it's not a free-for-all.
Right.
And not everyone's trying to do the same things or go in different directions.
Right.
Trying to find a common goal. Trying to align resources, align abilities,
Right.
but also knowing that each one of us has our own special gifts. So allowing organizations and individuals to focus on what they do well
And do what they do best.
Correct.
Right.
So and then for others to pick up the rest. So it's a holistic approach to meeting the needs of those in our community that are at a lack of housing.
Yeah, and that's a national problem.
It's a worldwide problem.
It is not just a Georgia or Columbus,
Absolutely
Muskogee
not.
County problem.
Absolutely not.
And if you look at the census data over the past decennials, which is every 10 years, there is a special count of the people that live under the stars, is
Yes.
what we call it. And so if you look at it, we have that trend. And then as life and the world goes, housing has become very pricey. Even apartments. In my old neighborhood in East Winton, the Dub, over by Carver, we have very small homes that I knew people that lived in when we were growing up. Now those homes, their parents have passed away. Those homes are now renting for $1,500 a month.
Yes.
In 31906, which is where I grew up.
Right.
And some people don't believe that. And it was like, well, why don't the people go and get whatever? And I'm like, if your salaries don't match what the housing is, how can you?
You must have read my mind, because we did a study, very short study, just to get a quick glimpse at people saying, well, how much have rents gone up over the past 3 years, from 21-22 funding year through 24-25 funding year? Rents have gone up 43%.
I believe that.
43%. And the fair market rate, which is the rate that governs what us who are federally or state funded
Right.
for rental assistance can pay, has only gone up 23%.
Oh.
So we have a 20% gap just in those who are already receiving services.
Really?
I don't know anybody whose income's gone up 43%. If yours has, you need to please let me know how.
Oh, no, I don't. I really don't. And then you have to look at the types of jobs that's offered in the region. And it's a statement of fact. We are more hospitality
Yes.
and entertainment driven.
Yes.
And so we're not in the places where we have Miller Brewing, Procter & Gamble, Mars Candy, Uniroyal, whoever all those people are, which those are big salaried, GM.
Absolutely.
Those are big salaried communities. And so ours, if we go look at, and you can go to census.gov, the American Community Survey, this is not Gloria and Pat's opinion, it's documented facts from the United States Census Bureau. They are the keepers of the data. It will show you what the average income is.
Absolutely.
And so you have to, the math is not mathing.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And that's one of the things, or one of the reasons that I sought to serve on the school board. Because I saw that we are there's a gap missing.
Right.
There's access to things other than what is taught in the classroom that was missing. There's a missing middle.
Yes.
Whether it be for the students,
right,
or their families,
or the parents, right.
So having been able to be on the ground and have some relationships, I wanted to be able to bridge those gaps for my families and my community, so that we too know that these things are available to us.
Right.
And all I have to do is have the exposure and have someone to give me access and an opportunity.
Exactly, because people don't know what they don't know.
That's exactly right.
And if we don't tell them or educate and inform them, then they can't change what they don't know.
Absolutely not.
Right. And so that's the thing that I like about you, because a lot of the people are not showing up to the grassroots level events. You're everywhere. Even the graduations, you're behind the table serving the food. I tell you, you truly are boots on the ground. But what we're going to do is go to our first break to our sponsors, and we'll be right back. We'll be right back after word from some of our sponsors. Straightforward is brought to you by State Senator Ed Harbison, serving the citizens of Georgia's 15th Senatorial District and on the front lines for veterans every day. Progressive Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1952. The George Ford legacy of high standards continues today in the compassionate and professional services provided, a touch of dignity for those who care. Progressive Funeral Home, 4235 St. Mary's Road, trusted by generations. Whole Patient Healthcare. Dr. Jada Rimes-Bacote is board certified in family medicine. She believes the best patient care includes practical, individualized lifestyle changes. Located at 1338 13th Avenue, Columbus, 706-641-2080, or visit wholepatienthealthcare.com. The Framing Factory and Art Gallery for professional framing and decorative art, located in Lake Bottom, 1325 17th Street, or call 706-324-3823. And welcome back to Straightforward. I am really enjoying this very important conversation with the amazing Pat Frey. Pat is on the ground. She is working for the people at the drug court graduations, accountability courts graduation, which is what drug court, mental health court, veterans court. When it's time for the fellowship and the dinner, the lunch portion, she's behind the table serving. I have seen you. I follow you on social media. You're over at Girls Inc. You are everywhere. You are everywhere besides your normal responsibilities in the community, making a difference. So the talk and the walk have to line up with me. I don't care who it is. That's just how it is, because we can't just talk about it. We got to be about it.
Amen.
So how would they connect with what you do?
If there's someone who needs resources, if someone is looking for shelter, looking for permanent housing, the access point is 211.
211.
Call 211.
Okay.
And the 211, tell the operator you're looking for housing or shelter. They take you through a standardized assessment and then make referrals based on the answers, based on the matrix, so that your referral is more likely to get to the agency who can most likely meet your needs.
Okay. See, that's important. And I have gone over this with my mentor and great friend, Senator Harbison, who has helped veterans with getting their benefits. Mm-hmm. We have to understand what the process is.
Yes.
We have to make sure we follow the steps of the process before we complain that the process doesn't work.
Correct.
So what you have said is they got to call 211 first, then they have to go through this matrix.
The operator will ask them a series of questions.
Okay.
Those answers to the questions are reviewed next to the matrix so that the referral goes to the agency who can best meet the needs of that individual and or household.
So based on what you're telling the 211 operator.
Correct.
Your need, you will be referred to the appropriate agency.
Correct.
See, I want people to be clear.
Correct.
Because we're here to educate and inform.
Absolutely.
And so when they get on the phone and they start complaining to everybody, it's like, no. So based on the information that they share, then they will be matched with the proper agency.
Correct.
Then that agency will follow up.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And that's why it's so important to be very, very open on those assessments.
Right.
Sometimes our pride gets in the way.
I just talked about
We don't want to say, well, I don't want to talk about that. This is not about judgment.
No.
Or eliminating you from a program or assistance. This is saying, hey, you may need a higher level of assistance than this program.
Right.
So rather than send you to someplace who's not going to really meet your needs,
right,
give us the information.
We need
so
the
we
entire
can meet,
story and the truth, so we can meet you at the point of your need.
Absolutely.
Right. So we don't need the false pride. When you call 211 and you're really in need, share with the people everything you need to tell them.
Absolutely.
So they will know how to serve you best.
Absolutely.
And if you're not willing to do that, then that's on the person, right? You can only do what you can do.
We can do what we can do based
Right.
on the information you've provided. That's correct.
Right. So what about affordable housing? We hear so much about this. And of course, you started, you and the rabbi, from working at the federal level. And so now you are working at the county level and working real hard, scratching the surface, trying to find money and resources.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. In fact, affordable housing is it's funny you bring that up because just last week, the draft of our regional housing market needs assessment was published by Georgia Tech.
Okay.
We contracted with them last year to do an 8-county look at what the housing market looks like.
And that's in the Chattahoochee Valley.
In the Chattahoochee Valley, we go all the way over to Lee County in Alabama.
Okay, so we're doing the Alabama side too.
Yep, up to Troop and Harris.
Okay.
And down to Stewart and Whitman.
Oh, okay, that's
and
a
I'll
big
forget
spread.
some in between, but
Right.
that spread
Right,
there.
right.
To look at who's there.
Right.
What do we have in stock? What do we need now? What would we need based on, as you said, census data and
right.
trends?
Right.
What would we need 5, 10, 15 years?
Right.
Then throwing in the scenario. What if, like you said, maybe, Goodrich or
Right.
or Michelin or whatever
Right.
built a plant.
Or GM or somebody.
Right, built a plant and needed 2,000 workers at X level of income. Excuse me. What would that look like?
Right.
So those different scenarios that we can plug in based on the on trends and formulas to see what's needed. So that those drafts came out last week. They will be presented on September the 9th.
Okay.
During the Economic Development Summit at CSU. And it's going to be really interesting to see what it all pans out for. But I can tell you, in Muskogee County, we are a minimum of 10,000 short on affordable housing units.
A minimum of 10,000.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. And that's because
Excuse me.
we have had Wall Street investors, and I can speak on this because they call me daily.
You get those calls too?
Yes.
Everyone wants to buy my house now.
Well, they want to buy the house I live in, which was a bad idea for the gentleman that called me that day. That was not a good day. And then they wanted to buy some family inherited property that I have. What I did learn is from another friend of mine that's in real estate investment, there are 3 companies in the Atlanta market that own a total of 38,000 single family homes among 3 companies. So if you own that much, then that's a part of the problem, because then they can run the rents.
You dictate the market.
Yeah,
yes.
they can just do their thing. And so for those of us that are property owners, maybe some of the people that are renters, apartments or homes, didn't realize we're getting calls every day. And they even want to buy the house you live in.
Yep.
Yeah, and so that is a part of what the problem is. Some people don't understand, well, how did the rents go up that high? That's what happens when investors buy up a lot of the property.
Right. And when we have investors who are not in the community.
Right.
That you don't run into them at Walmart.
Oh, no, you'll
They
never
don't go to
see
church
them.
with you.
No.
So guess what? There's no accountability to you either.
Exactly.
And yeah, I'm reminded of what my father said back when I was just learning how to drive.
Mm-hmm.
Get you a local mechanic in your
Yes.
neighborhood. Go to the same gas station in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Keep it local.
And build relationships.
Absolutely. Keep
Right.
it local. Have someone you can count on. At 16, I was like, okay, well, now it all
Makes sense. That was wisdom.
Right.
That was wisdom. Because
It all
people
makes sense.
that don't see you, they don't see your struggle, they don't care,
They
they
don't see your
understand.
person.
Yeah, they don't see your children.
Correct.
They don't see your
Correct.
daily just trying to make it through life.
Correct.
Right. So that's a part of the problem, but I wanted to make sure that we shared that, because it was like, well, why all of a sudden? That's why all of a sudden.
Right.
And they're calling daily, nonstop. So what we're going to do is go to our next break to our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after word from some of our sponsors. Columbus Pediatrics GA, working together to build lifelong relationships between our staff and patients by consistently providing compassion, excellence, and value with 2 locations. The Old Town office at 3580 Massey Lane, Suite F, 706-596-8667. The Midtown office, 1900 11th Avenue, Suite A, 706-323-3400, ColumbusPediatricsGA.com. Barbara's Cleaning Service, a 5-star commercial service with satisfied customers in Georgia and South Carolina, built on the principle that every detail matters. Barbara's Cleaning Service, a new season building a family legacy. The Miley Agency, Gerald Miley and his team can assist you in every aspect of your insurance needs. Call today for your free quote at 706-996-2045 or visit themiley.agency.com. New Horizons Behavioral Health, building better lives in the Chattahoochee Valley, providing services to persons with mental illness, developmental disabilities, and addictive diseases. Located in the Health and Human Services Building, 2100 Comer Avenue, Columbus, or call 706-596-5500. And welcome back to Straightforward. I'm enjoying this very important conversation with Pat Frey, who's over, what is it,
Home for Good.
Home for Good.
At the United Way,
At
yes.
the United Way, one of her many hats besides being school board District 7 representative.
That's correct.
And being a volunteer on all the boards and helping to serve food at all the graduations and just wearing many hats, which that's very important because you truly serve and represent the grassroots community and you're approachable. And I told somebody that, I said, Pat is straightforward, just like me. You might not like what she says, but at least she's straightforward.
You know where I'm coming from every time.
Every time, and I could deal with that better than the people that say one thing and do something different. So I do know from just being in meetings with you and other events that you are for families and the citizens and the children in this community. And that's what it's about for me. You know, each one reach one, each one
Absolutely.
teach one. And I tell people, even on this show, you will not get blessed for giving somebody a ride that owns a Bentley and a yacht. If you're trying to change lives, you need to get somebody who's really in need and not just work with the people that can do something for you.
And when you do it, please leave your camera at home.
Yes, it does not require.
It does not require you to
Take a picture of everything.
Correct.
And my mentor, State Senator Ed Harbison, has always said that for years. And, you know, we would go back and forth with people would say, well, he didn't do this and he didn't do that. I said, no, that's not true. He did it. I have it documented that he did it, but he didn't believe in every service that you did. You had to post it for people to see.
You do it because it's the right thing to do, not because it's a popular thing to do.
Right. Or it's just a photo op.
Yeah.
Okay. And so tell me about your team. Are you a team of one?
Absolutely. We have a team of 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a team of 5.
Okay.
At Home for Good. That includes our outreach team.
So what does the outreach team do?
Those
on the street.
Those are really the folks on the street.
Okay.
They're under the bridges. They're on the river walking.
Okay.
They're in the woods.
So those are the people that interface with the operations census staff.
That's correct.
Okay.
I
just want to give them a shout out.
They collaborate with
Right.
the community policing team of the Columbus Police Department.
Right.
They work hand in hand almost daily.
Very
making
good.
sure that, hey, did you know about this, or how can we help with this?
Right.
They are the folks that connect the people in need with the services.
Okay.
On a regular basis.
Because they're putting eyes on it.
They're putting hands, eyes, feeding, clothing, transporting,
Really?
connecting with. A big part of what they do is connecting people with the medical and mental health care that they need.
Because a lot of the folks that are homeless,
Right.
they have other
issues. All of us have other issues.
Well, we do. Whatever normal is.
And it's right. And it's harder to do if you're out on the street.
Right.
So having that liaison, having that person to stand in the gap for you, bridges those gaps and makes it accessible for folks who it usually isn't accessible for.
Lord, so they're out every day.
Right.
5 days a week.
5 days a week. Yes.
And they know where the unhoused gather, is what we call it in the census.
We do.
Those that live under the stars.
We do. They do. And they will explore and take complaints or concerns from people, but also drive around and say, hey, I wonder where I haven't seen such and such.
So they know the people.
Oh, this is a first name basis.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So
And
they've built relationships.
And that's the only way to get this work done.
Right, because they'll trust you then. And
Right.
they know you're not there to harm them or anything like that. And so they'll listen.
No one is out on the street just because they want to be out on the street.
I
There's
believe that.
usually some other issues.
Right.
So to have someone come in and promise you something, you're going to have to come back 2 or 3 times for them to believe, okay, she's coming back or he's coming back.
Right.
Now we can move forward.
Right. Right. So you have to earn their trust.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, I'm an old social worker. I know about that 30-something years. No, you have to earn their trust. And then you have to keep your word.
Amen.
Because they have been let down so many times with false promises. And so your team is out there 5 days a week, and they know them by name.
By name.
And if they're missing, then they go look for them because they know something's not right.
Correct.
Okay. And for those that might need medical, your team.
We'll connect them with medical. We have a great partnership with Valley Healthcare.
Okay.
Their team goes out at least 2 times a week with our team.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay.
So there is a true collaborative effort in the community, and it's getting stronger and stronger as we knock down the silos between agencies and go, doesn't matter who's going to get credit for what.
Let's get the work done.
Amen.
Yeah. So, see, I didn't know that. I know Valley Healthcare and Mercy Med provided for those that were economically and socially disadvantaged. I did not know, and I'm glad that you're here to share that Valley Healthcare was teaming up with Home for Good.
Correct.
And going out into the hedges and the highways, as we say, scripturally, and taking care of the people and meeting them where they are.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And another partnership is with Columbus Fire and EMS's Columbus Correct Care.
Columbus
Correct Care.
Correct Care.
Right.
Okay.
And Jonathan Laughlin is the community paramedic. And he will accompany our folks on outreach, or if he runs into one of his patients that need services that are unique to what our outreach team does, then he says, hey, I need you guys to come with me.
Right. So it's this network of collaboration.
Amen.
And we're not waiting for this agency because somebody want that credit. We don't care about the agencies. We just need to come together and provide what the unhoused need.
Correct.
Until we can figure out how to get them some housing.
Absolutely. And it's about people seeing that other people are wrapping their arms around them, and we're not bouncing the client from, well, now you have to go here.
Right.
Now you have, let's meet people where they are.
Exactly, in our 5 different locations, especially when you're unhoused, you don't have a car, you don't have all of that. And until people actually...
And you're carrying everything you own on your back.
I know, isn't that something? And I look at their shoes often, and I was like, Lord, I just want to buy, and I have done that before, a gentleman. And he was doing washing dishes in a place that I frequent. And then I went and asked somebody, I said, well, he's a tall fellow. Can you give me some of those expensive jeans you got? And then I went. Of course, they were Walmart shoes, sneakers, but I went and bought them.
Right.
Because I wasn't sure if he would receive them. But sometimes they don't trust people. They don't want things. I'm an old social worker. I know that. But he did receive them. And then I saw him again later, you know, with those on. So that's more what we need. And everybody, we like you said, let people do what they do best.
Absolutely.
We're not trying to reinvent the wheel.
Nope.
If you're over there and you know how to sew and make everybody a bed sheet, I'm going to let you do that because you know I can't sew. But what I'm saying, we don't need to duplicate services.
Absolutely.
No, just let people do what they do best, and that way we can spread out and we can get more hands make light work.
Amen.
Yeah, you're right.
Amen.
Well, I tell you, you do a lot. I'm glad that you would come today and share this. Tell people how they can find you.
Yes.
We always are asking people to donate to the United Way. So you're under that umbrella.
That's correct.
And you and your team, they rock stars. Because, you know, I met them through the Census Bureau, some of them.
Yes.
And so we want you all to continue to stay in the fight. Tell people how they can find you in case people need you to come and speak and explain to them what they can do. Because we got investors, we got faith-based communities, leaders, we got other community organizations. Maybe they can figure out what they can do to help us with the housing shortage.
Absolutely. United Way's website is unitedcv.org. Home for Good, cv.org.
Home for Good.
CV as in Chattahoochee Valley.org. Or Frey, P-F-R-E-Y at unitedcv.org.
Okay.
And you can find me there.
All right. Well, I want to thank you for everything. And, you know, even if we don't agree on everything, at least I know you in the fight.
Amen.
And I appreciate that.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
it's been
you
a joy. Thank you.
You'll come back again.
Absolutely.
All right. This has been straightforward. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Until next time, be blessed.
What up, world? What's up, Columbus? Be sure to tune in every Sunday, Straightforward with Gloria Strode, right here on NBC 38.